I'm building a travel router out of a Raspberry Pi, and I'm going to use my cell phone or another USB hotspot device to give it internet and to broadcast it to all of my devices that I need. Let's get into that. So first off, you want to take your SD card out of your Raspberry Pi, and you want to put it in a computer. Now that you're at the computer, what you want to do is go to firmware-selector.openwrt.org. I will put all the links for this video down in the description below. And I'm going to search up Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, and I chose the 64-bit. And then so all I'll do is that, and then you want to do factory ext4. Next up, you want to actually bake your Pi. I like to use the Raspberry Pi Imager software. You can go to raspberrypi.org and go download that. Another link will be down in the description. I already have mine downloaded. Realistically, you don't really need to choose the device since we already downloaded the image, but I just do it anyway. And we'll go down to Custom, and then OpenWrt, use your image. Then make sure that you have the right storage device, and then click Next. No, yes. And now the drive is going to format the SD card and then apply that image. We'll cut back when it's done. And now it's done. So now we'll just click continue, and we'll go down and eject it. Just click eject, make sure that it got both. We're good. And so now we can just pop the SD card out and put it in the Pi. All right, so here we are. Now I want to SSH into my Pi. So we'll just go down here and type in CMD, enter. And so here we are. So we'll do SSH, if I can type right, root at 192.168.1.1. That is a default IP for your router. We don't have to do any other configuration. We'll just type in yes. There is no password right now. So now we're here in OpenWrt. So the first thing we are going to do is we're changing the password. Yeah, super secure password. All right, so now the root password has been changed. So now go to the browser of your choice. I'm going to use Firefox for this and just go to that IP. So now we log in with the password we just set. And mind you, you do not have to SSH in, but I also like having an SSH at my use or for my use. So you can already see Ethernet status right here. You can see that Pickle PC is listed. All right, so now we're actually going to connect to my Wi-Fi. All right, so now we are connected to my network. Just go back to the interfaces, make sure that things are running right. So if I just turn my Wi-Fi off on my computer, I'm now on Ethernet. There's nothing else connected. So let's just test this. Boom. All right, so now we have Google. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back to SSH, and we're going to get all the USB hotspot and tethering drivers. So first off, we need to run opkg update. It's going to download all these different things. And now we're going to paste this command, o package install kmod-usb-net.rndis. Commands will be put in the comment, like all the download commands, or not in the comments, but in the description. So now it's going to download all of this. Since I'm running from an iPhone, we're going to paste this command. So now all of our packages are installed. So now we're going to do this. And now, just for sanity's sake, we'll reboot. And we are back. So now, what I want to do is I'm actually going to get my phone out and my little lightning cable. I'm just going to plug one end into the Pi and take the other and put it into my iPhone. your computer pop up from the recording, but then we'll go to personal hotspot. And so it says that my hotspot is on, and you can see that I am on 5G. So now what we're going to do is we're going to edit this and specify the device to be Ethernet 1 or ETH1. And then advanced settings, firewall settings, we're going to put it as a WAN. So now, if I delete my Wi-Fi WAN, click Save and Apply, and I have uptime. And just to make sure that I am still using, or that I still have internet access, we'll go to google.com and my website pops up. So yeah, we are all good. So now what we actually want to do is go to wireless, and I'm going to remove this and click add. So now I'm actually going to configure our access point, our Wi-Fi access point, and we're going to attach it to the LAN network. Now, always put a password down. I'm going to do WPA2 passkey. So now we will click save. It says that it is disabled right now, but let's save and apply these changes. The one thing about connecting to the Wi-Fi is it is going to take a minute to authenticate. But you win some, you lose some. This is a little travel router that's not meant to do much. Okay, yeah. So we are running purely off the Wi-Fi. ETH0 does not exist on my interface list. It's not even active on my devices. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to SSH back in, type in my password. And if I go to etc/config, do an ls, you can see that I have DHCP, dropbear, all these different things. So let's do Vim, because Vim is the only default thing installed on here. So VI network. And so see how we have all these. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go down to LAN interface configuration. And in Vim, you actually have to type I to start editing anything. Press I, so now I can start editing. We're going to do 10.71.70.1. And I believe, if I am correct, that is all I have to do. So then we'll click escape, :WQ to write and quit, and boom. So now we are going to reboot again, 10.71.70.1. It brings me right here. Log in, I'll save my password. And I have an active DHCP lease to my PC. And it's accessing it through my wireless network. See, how cool is that? That's like one of the coolest things ever. So now what we'll do, just to see that SSH still works, 10.71.70.1. Yes. And click enter. Type in my password. And so now we are here in OpenWrt. So I just made a router out of my Raspberry Pi. I think that's a really cool thing because I can take it on the go, plug in my phone hotspot, or plug in my phone, use it as a hotspot, and I'm off to the races. And I can do this with another USB hotspot, like one of those Verizon USB hotspots, and not worry about it. And I still have full control over the network and making changes. If I was on a Pi 5, I could use a faster Ethernet port through PCIe or a faster Wi-Fi card. I could probably put Wi-Fi 6 on this, or 6E or 7 if I really wanted to. So maybe we'll have to try that in another video. And that's how I turn my Raspberry Pi 3 into a little travel router. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.